All right. Welcome in. I'll let her get her stuff going and then I'll connect in. Hi, everyone that's joining. My name is Stephanie. If you have not seen me or met me yet, I'm subbing today. And we are going to be focusing on hips mostly. We'll definitely get in touch with the rest of the body as well. We'll open the chest a bit, but we're just going to work on hip mobility. So if anything at all doesn't feel good, or take any, just don't worry about it. Grab a bed pillow or 2 couch pillows is fine. We're going to start with the blocks. We will be using them a little bit in the practice. And then grab a strap. It could be a towel if you don't have a strap. It can even be a stretchy strap. It doesn't matter, just to get some of those stretches in. So grab those things. And we're going to get started. If you know that you're someone that needs a blanket or a pillow for knees or anything that goes on with your body, please get those props that you need. And then let's go ahead and start on our back. So grab your blocks. If you don't have them, grab your pillow. Lay the blocks out. One is going to go lengthwise. So the flat, longwise, and this will go on your spine. And then the other block can either go to a medium setting or a short setting. And we'll go ahead and start right at that bra line or that low rib line. Lay down on that block or the pillow. If you have a pillow, it's going to be extra cushion for you. You can lay your legs out down nice and long and go ahead and let your head just rest on the block. So whatever setting is best for you. And then just make sure those chests are nice and open. Good. And just take a nice deep breath once you get down here and start settling into your bodies. So we'll stay here for a little bit. Just relaxing into our bodies, into the mat. Welcome to do so. And if the feet on the floor feel better, you can do that as well. So once we're here, just feel that little bit of expansion in the chest with the pillow or the blocks rising our body. Just a little bit into that little baby arc. Just take some nice deep breaths and maybe sigh it out. And then just feeling your body completely letting go, relaxing on the mat. And just finding your place in this moment, trying your best to clear your mind of thoughts. Just really focusing on the sensations of your body, as well as the connection with your breath. And just feeling the chest rise and fall, as well as that belly. Just being aware of all of the sensations in your body. And maybe starting with the feet, we'll just work our way up the body. Go flex the feet real quick. And then relax completely. And I shake them out. And then flex your calves just a little bit. And then completely relax them. And then into the knees and the quads and the backs of the thighs. Give them a little squeeze. And relax them. The whole legs relax. Go into the pelvis and the glutes. Give them a little squeeze. And let the pelvis relax on the floor, let it go. And building just a little tension in the belly, give it a little squeeze. And relax, let it go. Feel a little bit heavier in that relaxation. And a little tension in the chest, just kind of like holding your breath. And exhale, let the chest relax. And the arms, just give them a nice little, maybe close the palms and squeeze. Allow the arms to tense and the hands to tense. And then let them completely relax on the floor. And then the jaw, give it a little squeeze for just a moment, clenching the teeth. Just feeling the difference, and then letting the jaw melt away, fall away from the other teeth. So allowing the teeth to fall away, the jaw to fall down, and the tongue to fall away from the back of the roof, or the roof of your tongue to fall back. And just let the eyes be heavy, and the whole body relax. Beautiful. And just pay attention to how your body's moving. We'll take just a couple more breaths here. And then we're going to bend our elbows. Allow the hands to be right by your ears. They're just going to float. Maybe your hands can even touch the ground. We're going to really open up the chest here. So bringing the hands above the head, you're going to reach them up. And then bringing the elbows down, making a goalpost. So bringing the elbows down towards the ribs. And then pressing up overhead. And then pulling the elbows down. So feeling that nice pec stretch, nice openness in the pecs. This is one of my favorite things, laying on the blocks and just opening the pecs. It should feel really nice. Good, really reach overhead. You can go even slower than I'm going now. Good. And then once you're up there, grab a hold of one wrist and just give a nice, gentle little tug on the wrist. So you'll get a little bit of a stretch on one side. And then grab a hold of the other one and stretch out. Good. And then just allowing the arms to be heavy for a moment. Allow them to fall down towards the sides. Bring the chest. Take just one moment. One more moment. One more breath. Just put them off to the side for now. Laying yourself back down. Let's just take the heels to the outsides of the mat and give yourself a little windshield wiper. Kind of awakening that body a bit. Good. And you're really trying to bring, as you windshield wiper those legs, really trying to bring those knees down towards the earth. Getting that nice stretch in that outer hip, in that pocket area. Going a little bit in that back. Maybe you get a little pop out of it. Nice. Let's come through center here. Bring your feet closer in towards your glutes. Go ahead and take a strap if you have it, a strap or a towel or whatever it is. Lift your left leg to the sky. Take a hold of the strap, put it under your foot. Just the one foot. The other one can stay on the floor. And let's just point, maybe put it right on the ball of your feet. And then I want you to point and flex. And I want you to be really mindful of moving through the arch and then ball of the foot and the toes and pulling back down. Using that bit of resistance that you pull down to get a nice deep stretch in that calf. Good. So pointing and flexing, using the strap to your assistance to really pull down and get that stretch in the whole back side. Good. The next time you flex your foot, pull the toes towards the crown of the head, so reaching back, getting a deeper hamstring stretch here. Try to keep your tailbone on the floor. Take another breath. Good, and then take a hold with that left hand, the strap's on your left leg, that is. So same hand, same leg. Let's open that leg all the way out to the side. So maybe I'm going to scoot myself over. Maybe that foot can fall all the way down towards the earth. Maybe you just rest it kind of floating in the sky. So whatever that looks like to you, this leg can be bent, or if it feels good, just straighten it. By all means, you're welcome to do that. Just opening up the hip. Good, finding a grip that works for your wrist. Good, maybe pressing down on the opposite hip, allowing those hips to fall a little bit more equally down towards the floor. And you can also put a block underneath that leg if it's not resting on the floor. That feels good too. Take just another moment, another breath or two, feeling that openness in the inner thigh here. And then circle up and around towards the center. I'm going to shift myself. You guys see where you're at, so you have enough space. So straight to the sky. Let's go straight over the body. So the bottom leg is straight now. Straight over the body. Lengthening, getting that nice stretch in the outer hip. Now, if you would like a block here, you're welcome to put your cap on a block. That might be a less abrasive on the wrist if you're pulling on that strap. Look in the opposite direction, get that nice twist. Nice, it should feel really nice in the spine, on the hips. Do what you do. If you need to bend your knee in this position, that is totally fine. Good. And just take another deep breath. Slide out, see if you can release a little bit more into the hip. Excellent. Bring that leg back up through center. Go ahead and pull that knee into the chest. Give it a little squeeze. Maybe you rock out those ankles, just a little circle. And we'll go the other side. Nice. Bring that foot to the floor. Bring your right leg to the sky. Yes, I believe so. Go ahead and put it on the base of the ball of the foot. Pulling that strap down, getting that nice half stretch, and then pointing to the sky. So we'll do this a few times, working through that ankle, working on foot health. Really important. Give our feet a little love here. Let's go 2. And 1, pull the toes to your nose, maybe pull on the strap just a little bit more so you can get a little bit more in that hamstring here. And then when you're ready, let's open up that leg all the way out to the side. If you would like to drop the other leg to the floor, pressing those hips down, whatever works for you. You can take that block underneath that leg for it to rest. Stretch. And trying to get the toe up towards the crown of the head. So really getting it out to that 90 degrees if you can. Good. You can point and flex here. See if that feels any different to you on the inner thigh. Just one more breath. And beautiful. Let's come through center. Grab a hold of the opposite hand. I'm going to shift myself again. Pivot all the other side. Use the block direction. Nice. Feeling that nice. Just 2 minutes here. We're just going to take our time to get into it today. And then bringing that leg through center, recenter yourself. Hug your knees into your chest. That one knee into your chest. Beautiful. Give that ankle a little swirl. Nice. Go ahead and set the strap aside. Bring those heels nice and close. Let's come into a nice gentle bridge. Hands to the earth, head down. Tucking the pelvis under, rolling the spine up, gently, 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 one vertebra at a time. Let's start getting a little active into the back body. And then rolling your spine down, gently, gently, one vertebra at a time. Beautiful. Untucking your pelvis. Tucking the pelvis back under, rolling on up. We'll do this one more time and we'll come up into a little bit of a higher bridge. Rolling down, relaxing and then engaging, rolling on up. If you can take that bind, take a bind with your hands, bringing the shoulders underneath you, lifting those hips up towards the sky. Take whatever bridge variation level that is that works for you. Maybe you don't come as high right now. Go lift, lift, lift. Take just one more breath. Release your hands, release the shoulders. Fine, just hands and give me a little swirl with the knees. Nice big circles. And go the other direction, just opening up, stirring the pot there, stirring that joint. Go ahead and pull those knees into the armpits, happy baby, soles of the feet up towards the sky. So the elbows are on the insides of the knees. And let's try to lengthen your spine so the tailbone reaches towards the earth. And just rock your baby out a few times. So first, double leg, deep hip stretch here. Take your time. Take a breath. Rock it out. Two. And one. Find stillness for just a second. Pull down just a little bit more. And then bring those knees into the chest. Grab the backs of the thighs. Let's curl into a little ball and gently, whoops, rock yourself up. Let's do a few rolls here. Just rolling through the spine, awakening the body. Good, let's come on up. Let's open those thighs up. So soles of the feet together. If you need to come into like a wider diamond right now, that's okay. Otherwise, bring your hips nice and close or the heel nice and close. Let's come into butterfly. You can always sit on a blanket or a pillow or whatever works for your back. Good, so just fluttering it out for this moment. And then find stillness, shift your weight forward, and let's come into a little forward fold. Wherever you can reach a spine, allow your spine to release and let go. Good, slide out, take a breath. Nice, just a couple more breaths here. Okay, and then roll it on up. We're gonna do shin in front of shin now. So let's bring, it doesn't matter which one. So you'll bring one foot in front of the other one. So they're not on top of each other, they're just right side by side. And then this will get on the outside of whatever shin is forward will be the outside of that hip. So let's walk that up forward. You might not come down as far in this one, maybe you can. Try to keep the sit bones, you're gonna lift a little bit, but try to keep your butt kind of on the ground and get that nice stretch. So we'll hang out here for just a few more breaths. Just bringing awareness in all different angles of the hips. Good, and then roll it on up. Let's just bring that other foot right in front of that one. Walk it on out, feeling that stretch. You might even feel one that's a little bit tighter than the other. Just be aware of that. We're all a little bit imbalanced, so that is totally normal. Take a breath, settle in, allow the body to let go. This one for me is a little tighter, so that feels really nice to get that outer hip stretch, a little bit of the low back as well. Nice. Roll it on up. Just take a cross-legged position, whatever's comfortable for you. Let's roll those shoulders out. I'm a little crunchy this morning. But actually this afternoon, we're not in the morning anymore. I don't know, feels like it. Let's go forward and back a few times. Just really do what feels good. Just mine are kind of wanting to go in different directions. So yeah, roll them on out, lovely. Now let's just take a nice little seated twist real quick. Twisting through the spine, get the neck rotating. And we'll just come to the other side, twist it out. Beautiful. Awesome. All right, let's come on forward to all fours. Go ahead and come onto the palms, really, really wide palms. So think jazz hands, biceps wrap inward, knees right underneath the hips. We'll take a few cat-cows, dropping the belly, lifting the heart. Exhaling, really pulling that belly button up towards the spine, rounding. Good, dropping and lifting. Using your breath, exhale. Good, and inhale. Maybe that breath is Ujjayi, connecting in, or that Ujjayi breath in through the nose, out through the nose. Exhaling whenever you really need to release that energy through the mouth. Good. One more time. Really press up, find a nice neutral spine. Let's move into those hips again. So we're going to lift that knee up, a nice big round circle. So I want you to go as high as you can with your legs. Nice big circles. Good. And we'll go the other direction. Good. And two, we're going to do something a little different. And when I lift it, we're going to cross that leg all the way over, lengthen the leg out. And you're going to just cross it over. So we're kind of in like a child's pose, really twisted child's pose position. So the other leg is long, the other one is bent. You're going to feel that in that hip. So probably your right hip if you're going the other direction. Good. And then come back in, that knee circles up and around, right back in. So let's do that one more time on this side. Circle around, reaching that leg long. And reach it back. Feel a stretch for just another breath. Nice, lift on up, come through center, lovely. Shake out those hips for just a second, wiggle them out, wiggle the tail, nice. Now let's take some circles going in and around on the other side. So making sure those shoulders are out of the ears, make sure you're not putting a ton of pressure on those wrists. Good. And then let's go the other direction for a few, and then we'll cross the leg. Good for two. And one, let's cross, lengthen, cross it over as far as you can go. Laying out long, like a little child's pose with a twist. Breathe. We'll do that 2 more times. Lift, and reach. I got some couches in my way. A little bit short of this. Round up. It's the last time here. Up and reach. Lovely. Coming back into the center. Let's tap into our core a little bit. But let's go ahead and take your left leg nice and long, your right arm nice and long. Then we're just going to tap the floor and lift. Tap and lift. So really working into the core, pulling the belly button up towards the spine. Good. Let's go 2. And want to hold here. We're going to round on in, elbow to knee. Nice big rounded spine. Inhale, we reach. Exhale. Inhale. Good, just 3 more. Moving through the spine, engaging with your body, your core. Good, one more time. Reach it long, hold it here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands down, knee down. Take one cat-cow in the middle, knee in the center. Lovely, nice neutral spine. Reach the opposite leg, opposite arm, biceps inwards, palms inwards. Go with your neck as long, your gaze is towards the floor. We're just going to lower and lift a few times, flexing that back foot. Lower and lift to the floor. Pulling the belly in, being aware. Connecting, good. Lift, hold. Bring it in, rounding through the spine. Inhale, reach. Exhale, pull that belly in, round. Inhale, reach. 2 more. Exhale. Inhale. Last time, exhale, hold for a beat. Inhale, we reach. Set it down, cat-cow. Nice work. Coming through center, we're gonna Come towards the back of the mat, rolling it up, just real quick, shake out those wrists if they're talking to you at all. We're gonna reset, our hands coming back forward. I want you to all widen your knees out nice and wide. Tuck the toes, all tucked, all 10 of them. Press back into a really active child's pose. I want you to feel a stretch under the chest and the pecs, or under the arms and the pecs. So pressing the forehead down towards the earth. Your feet are stretching, your spine is stretching, so are the pecs and underneath the arms and those triceps. Good. Pressing the chest down towards the earth. Take a breath. Nice. We're going to roll our spine all the way up, rounding, chin towards the chest, and then find a nice neutral modified plank position. Good. And then round, tuck the chin, round your spine, press it back, lengthening the spine. So the in-between is a rounded spine, tucking the chin, rounding, finding a nice neutral spine. Good, let's do this a few more times. Rounding back, pressing into those feet, pressing into the mats. Good, 2 more. Come forward, roll, come back. This next time we're gonna drop our hips down, so come forward. Can you drop an arc just a little bit? Maybe untuck the toes, let them separate. Lovely, press it back with untucked toes into a nice, gentle, restorative child's pose. Good, take a breath. Walk it over to the left and right, just for a breath on each side. Good, beautiful. Let's come all the way forward now. We're gonna lower down to our bellies. Let's get into that thoracic spine. So hands underneath the shoulders, the legs are nice and long, tops of the toes are on the floor, the kneecaps float a little bit. Pulling the shoulders back and down, lift through that upper back. We inhale, we exhale. One more time, see if you can lift with hovering your hands. If not, just keep your hands down, that's okay. Stay for a moment. For 3, and 2, and 1. Come on down from your knees, push straight on up. Let's find a nice solid plank. We're gonna come into down dog here in a moment. But first, let's shift forward and backwards, connecting with our core. Shoulders are strong. Good, now press those hips on back. Nice down dog. So an option here, if you do have your blocks, you might consider coming to your knees real quick. You don't have the blocks, stay in down dog. You have the blocks. You can put them in the front of your mat and use them for your down dog. This is a really nice way if you're tight in the, and you can't get your heels down, to use those blocks for support. So maybe try that out if you'd like. Good, pressing in. Let's pedal out those legs wherever you're at. You don't have blocks, don't even worry about it. Just pedal out your legs. And then once you're ready to settle those heels down, find the length in your spine. Press the blocks to the floor away. Wrapping those biceps inward. Nice job. Take just another moment here. Good. And then you're gonna lift your heels nice and high. Settle your heels down towards the earth. Lift your heels high. Settle them back down. One more time, lift them. Bend your knees. Let's gently walk your hands all the way forward. Find a forward fold. Grab opposite elbows. Sway side to side, releasing the spine. Maybe you'll find a little figure 8 here with the spine. Beautiful work, you guys. Keep going. Keep that forward fold. Get my sweater out of the way and my socks. So you guys keep swaying side to side. Maybe find figure 8. Maybe those arms fall down towards the earth. Whatever works for you. If your blocks are in the way, you can move them a little bit here. Good. Now find center, hands to the blocks or to the earth. I just want you to shift forward and back. Maybe when you come back, widen all 10 toes, sit them back on the earth. Forward. Really find that connection with your feet, forward and back. Nice. I want you to feel that hamstring stretch here. Lovely. Let's come to a nice neutral position with your feet. Round your spine all the way up, one vertebra at a time to stand, rolling the shoulders back. Beautiful. Let's roll them a couple times. Nice job. Good. Let's find our mountain pose here. Stay here for just a moment. Widen those toes out. Stand tall. Close your eyes. Slide it out. And just connect with your body, scanning, checking in with yourself, seeing how you're feeling. I'll take just one more breath here, just connecting for just a moment. Good. And then inhale the arms, grab a hold of that one wrist. It'll probably be your right, and arc over to that left side. Good. Get that nice side body stretch. Try to keep those hips nice and stable. Good. And then inhale, center. Grab a hold of that wrist, arc to the other side. Beautiful. Take a breath. Inhale through the center. Palms together. Let's take a little back bend, pressing those hips forward if that feels good. Good. Hands to your heart center. Flat spine. Press your booty back. Fold forward. Come into a halfway lift. Lengthen through the spine. We're going to walk those feet out nice and wide as your mat, slightly turned out. And let's just halfway for right now, sink those hips down, lift them back up. So really feeling that pull in the back body and those hamstrings. Halfway down, lift them up. Now we're going to come to full malasana. If this is where you're at right now, please stay there. If you could come deep with me, get a little bit lower, press into those thighs, getting that tailbone down. Let's just rock side to side. Good. Really trying to keep your feet on the floor completely. If your heels aren't on the floor, I'd like you to take a wider stance. Good. Rocking side to side. And of course, if your knees are cranky here, come up higher, please. Good. Pressing into those thighs, pulling the shoulders down, rocking it out. Malasana is such a good exercise to do, a stretch to do. To sit in this, even if you could practice it, a minute every day, getting a little bit longer. So good for opening up the hips. So just rocking it out. Beautiful. Hands to the earth, hips rise. Pulling the crown of the head down. And let's sink into it one more time. Just for a quick moment, crossing into the thighs and then hands back to the earth. Lifting the hips up, crown of your head down. You're going to feel that nice stretch in the backs of the thighs. Go ahead and grab back the ankles, pulling the crown of the head down. See if you can find more length in those hamstrings. Maybe give a little just side to side rock. Beautiful. Good. And then bring your hands to the earth. Heel to those feet back in. We're going to step your left foot back. Bring your back knee to the earth. Good. I'm going to lengthen myself out a little bit. So if you need those blocks, they're right there in front of you if you're using them for support if you need that. So press into those hips a little bit. And then when you're ready, let's bring it on up. Let's tuck that pelvis under a bit. Bringing that hand down the back leg, the other arm up. Let's come to a little side bend. We'll go on both sides here. Nice. And let's just switch to the other side. Getting a nice side bend. Really pressing those hips forward. Beautiful. And then bring both arms up towards the sky. Maybe take palms together. Arcing your heart, looking towards the sky for a moment. Really tucking that pelvis under will support that low back. Nice. Take a breath. Good. And then exhale. Palms down. Lengthen that back leg. We're going to just bring it forward. Let's just replace it right into the other one. Lunge back, find where you need to be. Get cozy with it into the hip. Roll it on up. Inhale, one arm down, one arm up. Tucking that pelvis under first. Hinge to the other side. Yeah, maybe you can touch the floor even. That works. Get a little bit deeper into it. Go the other way. Reaching, feeling that side body. Beautiful. Good. Lift it. This time on this side, let's open our heart. let's close gently. Let's open deeply. Close gently. Open here, just up and down for a few. For 2 and 1. Lovely. Bring it down. Lengthen up that back leg. This time, your hands can find your way to the blocks again if you have them or the mat. Press yourself back into a down dog. Let's pedal it out. Beautiful work. Nice job. Lost my balance. Let's go ahead and lift your left leg to the sky. Now, if this doesn't work, just hang out in your down dog. Let's open it to scorpion. See if you can get those hips to open here. Just take a moment. Breathe. Nice, and then bend and straighten in that leg. Good, and square your hips. Let's go ahead and bring that left foot forward again, but bring it on the outside. Nice and wide outside of it. Keep the blocks where they are if you have them, or your hands on the earth. So now we're in like a dragon lunge. The knee is pressing outwards a little bit. We're gonna get a little bit deeper in those hips. So if you want to even walk the back leg out or back just a little bit and just take this where you're at. If you are much more mild than me, maybe you're up a little higher back, that is totally fine. And if you can, we'll come on down to the forearms. If you can't, please just stay on your hands. That is perfectly fine. Allowing that knee to fall outwards just a little bit, you're going to get a little bit different hip opener here. This can be really challenging. This is getting so much easier for me, but I practiced it a lot. So the more you do it, they do get better, I promise. This is a really challenging stretch, but it's a good one. Usually ones that we hate the most are the ones that we need the most. So to really kind of open up. So if you want to even kind of sway side to side in the movement, do so. Lovely. We'll work our way back to our hands if you're not already there. Press that knee outwards gently, not with force. Look over your shoulder. Beautiful. Good. You could always take just on going on all fours if that down dog doesn't work for you. So come on forward, tuck the back toe, press that leg back, pedal it out. We'll take scorpion again if you're able to do so. Lift the opposite leg, open the hips for just a moment. Pressing into the blocks of the mat and just flex and bend into that knee. And then square your hips. Step that foot to the outside of your right hand. I believe that you're going on the opposite. Good. So we're nice and wide. We're pretty wide. This knee is pressing outwards. Walking that back knee back and tucking the toes. Wherever you're at, finding that position. If you can come onto your forearms, you're flexible in that way, feel free to do that, lengthening up as much as you can with the spine, opening up those hips. Breathe. Good. This will be one of the more deeper ones. We'll do pitching them a little bit. So it'll be one of the deeper ones today. Good. So take just a moment. Breathe. Nice work. We'll come up to our hands, press that knee gently away, look over your shoulder for a nice twist. Beautiful. One more time. Let's press into the blocks with a mat. Press it back, down dog, however you get there. Pedal up those feet. Let's take a nice wide stance, nice wide down dog. And I just want you to bend deeply and lengthen through those legs. You're still pressing into the blocks, bend deeply. Good. Let's go 2 and 1. I just want you to shift forward. So we're still in this box. We're still in like a nice wide plank here. Find a little bit of strength in that back. Nice. You can also go child's pose to a modified plank. Go ahead and then press back. And just one more time, maybe round through your spine this time, come forward. Excellent work. Press it back, down dog. Good, now bring your hands to your feet, walking on back. Good, finding a forward fold at the back of your mat. Rock it out for a second. Good, find your way through center. Roll your spine up one vertebra at a time. Beautiful. Roll your shoulders on back. Nice job. Good. Shake out those hips. Let's go sideways. So facing side, it doesn't matter which one. Good. Both sides are going to get the same movement here. So feet are pointing forward. Good. Prasarita. We're going to bring our hands on the hips. Actually, let's go into a bind with our hands. Interlace them, pull the shoulders down, open your heart to the sky. So really pulling the shoulders out of the ears, and it's okay if those ribs flare here. Good, rolling or not rolling, hinging down, 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 so that the hands reach towards the sky. Nice work. If you need to bend your knees, do so. If your feet need to be closer or further apart, please do so. Nice. Now just kind of shifting forward and back, finding that equilibrium, reaching those shoulders out of the ears, and then brushing your glutes and your thighs. Maybe give them a little massage on the way down. Grab a hold of your ankles, pull the crown of your head down towards the earth. Take a breath, relax, shifting forward and backwards, finding that center of gravity for your body. Nice work. Let's walk our hands towards the front of the mat. Both hands are going to grab the ankle, the front ankle. Give yourself a little side stretch. You're going to feel it good into the outer hip glutes area. You're going to walk your hands over to the other side. Give your thigh a nice little hug. Or I guess your ankle. You're hugging your whole thigh with your body. Good. Beautiful. Let's come back through center. And we're just going to start to bend one knee and then the other knee. So getting into those inner thighs. And maybe you can start getting a little bit deeper. Maybe you can go real low, lifting that other toe. And then coming to the other side and lifting. Nice. Just side to side. Beautiful work. Let's hold it here. Wherever you're at, maybe you're higher than me, that's okay. I want you to really feel the inner thigh here. Nice. I'll get a nice stretch on that Achilles as well if you're really low here. Let's go to the other side. Stretch it out. So good. Nice. Come back to your center. Heel toes, feet in just a little bit so they're wider than those shoulders. Feet are going to turn out. We're going to sink our hips down. Roll our spine up. Roll it back. So now we're in a nice, like a horse pose or a goddess pose. We're going to inhale the arms. Pull them into a goal pose. Let's round our spine, tucking the pelvis. Inhale the arms. Exhale, round. Inhale. Exhale, long through your spine. Let's hold here. Let's find a nice, strong horse or goddess. Feeling that strength in those inner thighs. Breathe. Good. One more breath. Can you sink 1 inch? Inhale the arms. Beautiful. Let's pivot. Let's find the Trikonasana while we're here. Open the heart if you want to put your hands on a block or your shin, or maybe the hand just hovers, working a bit more into that core. Breathe. Beautiful. Take a moment, pull the shoulder blades down. Awesome work. Lift it on up, star pose, backwards. Find that length of the spine, looking up towards the sky. Beautiful. Find that nice triangle shape of the body. Breathe. Take a breath. Find that strength of those obliques. Let's lift. Bringing those arms down. Let's heel toe those feet back in. Beautiful. Stand forward. We're going to come into, I'm going to move my mat forward. We're going to come into pigeon mount. So you can do so through down dog, or you can do so at whatever way works for you. So let's start with a roll down, tucking the chin, rolling the spine. Nice, strong, long legs. Let's walk it out if you can. finding a down dog real quick, pressing your chest down, lift your left leg. Let's bring that left knee to the left wrist and the left ankle to the right wrist. Walk those toes back. Now, if this doesn't work, flip onto your back into figure 4 on your back. Good, untuck your toes, lengthen up, and then settle down onto the forearms or your belly. If it doesn't feel good, if it's really, really intense, you can always put a block underneath that hip for a little bit more of a lift. So wherever your body's at, take it. Good, and just allow yourself to relax, getting a nice hip stretch. I want you to feel those hips starting to relax with each breath. And you might even consider, putting your forehead on your block or the mat. So whatever works for you. I'm gonna make a little pillow with myself. So just breathe into it. Take a moment here. Nice. Get a little into upper body after this, just stretching the pecs out a bit. Just another couple breaths or a few breaths. Let's give this a little bit of time, really breathing that energy into the hips, allowing them to let go and relax. And one more breath. When you're ready, work yourself to your hands. Tuck the back toe, pull that back knee in just a little bit, walking it up. Down dog does a transition, pedal it out, lift that right foot, bring the right knee to the right wrist, walk the back toes back. Good, really lengthening up through the spine. Get comfy here, as much as you can. And then walk it on out. Down to your belly, down to the forearm, wherever you can make it to. You are a little bit more cranky on the other head, maybe you block under there. So take where you need to be. Or a pillow. Pillows are always a little bit more comfy. Good. Find your breath. Settle into it. 5 breaths. Beautiful. Putting the effort, the energy into the hip. But if it's really uncomfortable, try to get into that discomfort. Try to make it feel a little bit more comfortable with the breath and with trying to relax those areas. Just 2 more breaths. And then when you're ready, come on up. Tuck the back toe, walk the knee forward. This time, just come into all fours for just a moment. Feel free to kind of move that hip a little bit. Good. And then roll it on back for just a second. Roll out the wrists and the shoulders. We're going to come back onto our belly. I'm going to maneuver myself though because I don't have enough space. So come back to your belly. We're going to stretch the pecs. This is my favorite pec stretch. So let's start with, I'm going to mirror you here. So let's start with your right hand. Bring it straight out and align it with the shoulder to the side. You're going to rock onto the shoulder press into that left hand. Bringing the foot behind the other foot. I like to put my head on the block, but whatever you want to do. Your cheek can fall on the floor. So you're going to get that nice pec stretch in the front of that shoulder. The hips are opening as well, so it's a little double whammy here. And then if you want to take a bind or reaching the arm back to grab your thigh, you can. Otherwise, you just keep it on the floor with a little pressure, stretching through the pecs. Just appreciating that nice stretch. Only going as deep as your body allows, so make sure you get that nice stretch in there. This is lovely. Our pecs are always tight. I don't think no matter who you are, we have usually predominantly pretty tight pecs. So good to stretch them out, work on that posture. Let's take a couple more breaths here. Good, and then come onto your belly. Let's just go right into the other side, arm right to a T. We roll over onto our shoulder, taking a kickstand, making a pillow with your block if that feels good. I like to put it on my temple. So really opening up the chest and even pushing into the floor with that opposite hand and getting that nice openness of the chest. And take a few breaths here. Feeling that ease, that relaxation into this pose. I really love this one. I think it feels lovely. Good, and come back to your belly. Let's go ahead and push yourself on up. Nice work. If you have blocks, I want you to use them for this. If you don't, no worries. Do the same thing we're doing. Forearms down. We're going to press your hips towards the sky. So I can't really see it in the picture here. So forearms on the block or the floor. Press your booty to the sky for melting heart or puppy dog pose. So it's like a child's pose, but their hips are way in the sky here. So press them up, press your chest down. Good. You'll just get a little bit more out of the blocks, but if you don't have them, totally fine. So really stretching through the pecs. Good. Take a moment, breathe. Just a couple more. And probably we'll shift it forward. Whatever way you can. Take a hold of those blocks, set them off to the side. Let's go ahead and flip ourselves back to our seat. Adjust myself here. Good. All right, back to here. Let's lengthen out your, let's go your left leg, cross it over. Sit up nice and tall. If you can bend this bottom knee and bring it back, that feels good. If you can get both sit bones on the floor, then try that option as well. So sit up nice and tall. Let's cross your left over and the other arm up and over for a nice twist. Let's just twist out that whole body. You'll also feel it in those outer hips too. So nice work. Breathe. So good to take this time to stretch your body, to release tension. Two. Lovely. Let's come back through center. And I just want you to, if you're standing right here, I just want you to hinge forward for just a moment. Get a little bit extra stretch. Maybe really reach those arms forward. Resting your chest on your thigh. Nice. Let's roll it on up. Let's go right into the other side. So the modifiers right here, you can keep that bottom leg long. Or if you want to bend it with me, coming under, get the sits bones down, sit up nice and tall. Lifting that right arm, crossing it over. Left arm, up and over, twist. Another option, you can certainly just take your hand. Good. Breathe. Should feel really nice in that spine. Good. Exhale the other direction. Counter stretch. Coming through center. Find finding that forward fold for just a moment. Walk those arms on out. Lovely. Roll. Staying here, you're going to tuck the pelvis under, grab the backs of your thighs, roll yourself on down. So those thighs will stay open. Here. Take your bring them underneath your knees here. If you're feeling really tough, really to use those for bring your hands belly. Let yourself down. Take ever so necessary things. See if this breath helps to relax everything, your body, your mind. Another 4 rounds or so. And really, when you inhale and exhale, fully inhaling and fully exhaling everything you got and holding at the top. This is just a really nice way to calm the nervous system. Once you've arrived to your last one, find your breathing pattern, just falling back into the normal rhythm. And then go ahead and bring those knees on up. Let's go ahead and give them a squeeze into your chest for a last little squeeze. You can lift your head up if that feels good. Rock out your spine a little bit. And then lay those legs out long for Shavasana. Go ahead, allow those thighs to fall open, arms to open. If you need to get anything on your body, socks, a pillow, blanket, do so. We'll take just a few minutes here, maybe a couple. Releasing, letting go. Any tension you feel that you might be holding on to, that you feel in your body, let it go. Assess your jaw again. Is it clenching or is it relaxed? Are your eyes really stimulated or are they relaxed? Just feeling that natural rhythm, the rise and the fall of your belly. Just being in tune with how your body's feeling and your breath. And this is your time for surrender, for letting go. There's really no thoughts here. Just the sensations of your body touching the floor. I invite you to stay longer in this position if you choose. You're at home, the comfort of your own space. Please stay here if it feels good. If you would like to start bringing some movement and awareness back into your limbs, feel free to wiggle your fingers and your toes and start coming a little bit more alive in the body. Reaching the arms up over your head, give yourself a nice big stretch. And then when you're ready, bending your knees, feet to the floor, roll yourself over onto the side, resting on the bicep. And then pressing yourself up when you're ready, if you want to join me here. Finding your way back to a seat. Finding a nice deep breath, sitting up nice and tall. Wherever your hands land, that is fine. Just take a nice deep inhale. Exhale, sigh it out. One more time. I just want you to feel that beautiful, positive energy flowing through your body from your practice. I want you to thank yourself for showing up today, for being here, for being present in this workout or in this movement. And thank yourself for showing up today. And I thank you so much for allowing me to guide you. Namaste. Thank you all for showing up today. I will be subbing the next couple weeks.